Hi there. Today we're going to be decoding the ingredients in Clinique's Blackhead Solutions 7-Day Deep Pore Cleanse, and it's a scrub as well. The manufacturer says that it will reduce the appearance of pores by 75%, and improvement in appearance of blackheads by 94%, and it will do all that in 6 weeks if you apply it twice daily. I don't know how they arrived at all those percentages, so I'm just going to leave them all as in the bucket of the marketing fluff. I'm just going to look at the ingredients and see what they actually do. So at skincabin.com, we decode the first 7 ingredients. The purpose of decoding the first 7 ingredients is because the percentages, the most effect on your skin will be from the first 7 ingredients. That's number 1. Number 2, once you actually understand what each of the ingredients do, then you can make up your mind and go, okay, this is what this is made up of, and this is the other product, and this is what this is made up of. So maybe this is better, or maybe this is better because it's got this, it's got that. So it's actually to make you the make you the owner of these decisions, so that you don't have to depend on the marketing fluff. You can make your own decisions by thoroughly understanding what each product is made up of. So let's get started. So Clinique Blackhead Solutions, the first ingredient is the water. The water brings all the other ingredients in a product together. So if the water doesn't do that, all the other ingredients will be by itself, and that doesn't make an effective product. The ingredients have to be together for the product to be effective, and that's what the water does. Water also enhances the texture of the product. The second ingredient is probably the most important ingredient in this product. That's the kaolin. Kaolin is a type of clay. So what this clay does is it absorbs the excess oil. So especially if you've got oily skin and there's a lot of oil or sebum oil on the skin, this clay will go and absorb all the excess oil. It also gets rid of all the old cells, cells which were supposed to be gone by themselves but are stubborn and are just staying put on the visible layer. Now this clay will go and absorb those type of cells, and when that happens, the newer cells from the bottom layer will make their way to the top layer, and this brightens up the skin. That's number 2. And another thing is, all these old cells and excess oil, they usually get caught in the pores, and then they attract bacteria, and that's how breakouts start. That's how all the blackheads and the whiteheads and the acne, all that's a primary cause of it. So they get stuck inside the pores and they attract the bacteria, and then just goes, and the bacteria has a feast there with all this sebum, excess oil, and the old cells, and then all the breakouts pop up. Now by the clay, by absorbing the excess oil and by getting rid of these old cells which were stubborn, it's actually preventing that breakouts. It's preventing the breakouts from happening. It's actually it's attending to the cause of these breakouts, which is a good thing. And the next ingredient is glycerin. Glycerin is a humectant. A humectant is a water magnet. It attracts water from the atmosphere and keeps the skin hydrated. It brings water from to the top layer of the skin from the atmosphere, and thus keeps the skin hydrated. A hydrated skin is soft and plump. Now, why is glycerin important in this product? Because you see, kaolin, the clay, is actually absorbing the excess oil. When you absorb the excess oil, yes, that's good, but it also makes the skin dry. And the glycerin, the humectant, is keeping the skin. It's it's a counterpart to that. It's having the opposite effect by keeping the skin hydrated. So it's a good thing. So they help each other out. The next one is Butylene Glycol. Now this is also a humectant. A humectant, as we just mentioned, is a water magnet. It attracts water from the atmosphere, brings it to the top layer of the skin, and keeps the skin hydrated. Now humectants are good in this product because the clay is getting rid of all that excess oil and thus making the skin a bit dry. And these humectants are doing the opposite thing by bringing the water in and keeping the skin hydrated. So that's the purpose. That's why the humectants are there in a product where there's a clay. Now, butylene glycol is also a solvent, meaning it actually dissolves all the other ingredients and brings them together. So unless all the ingredients are together, the product won't be effective. Then you've got magnesium aluminium silicate. Now this is primarily there to thicken the product. It thickens the product. It gives it a thickening effect. Then you've got glyceryl stearate. Now this is an emulsifier. An emulsifier brings a product will have different kinds of unlike ingredients, and these unlike ingredients need an additional ingredient to bring them together, and an emulsifier is usually that additional ingredient. And glyceryl stearate is a emulsifier, so it brings all the unlike ingredients together. It is also an emollient. An emollient stays on top of the skin and keeps the skin soft. It fills in all the rough patches, and for as long as it's on the skin, it'll keep the skin soft. And then you've got PEG-100 stearate. Now this is an emollient, so as long as it's on top of the skin, it fills up all those rough patches and keeps the skin soft. And it's also an emulsifier, meaning it brings all the unlike ingredients together. Now you see, an important thing is, in this particular product, emulsifiers, which is bringing all the unlike ingredients together, have an additional role to play. They also cleanse the skin. Some of the emulsifiers can cleanse the skin. They can remove the impurities and clean the skin. So the glyceryl stearate and the PEG-100 stearate, their main purpose in this product, apart from bringing the unlike ingredients together, is to actually cleanse the skin, get rid of all the dirt and the impurities, which is what this product says it will do. So, and hence that's important, and that's the role of the emulsifier in this product, is to cleanse the skin. It's like a soft cleansing agent. So that's about it. I know this product also has salicylic acid, but it's not in the top 7, so I'm not going to mention that, not going to decode that. But basically, a salicylic acid helps in removing the blackheads. It's a chemical exfoliant. It gets into the pores and scoops all the blackheads away. So it does some. It is quite an effective in that role, but it's not in the top 7, so I'm not going to be decoding, not going to be mentioning that product. But the way to decode it is just look at it in a very objective manner and go, okay, this is the marketing, that's the fluff, I'll ignore all that, and then look at the top 7 ingredients. These are the ones which is going to have the most effect on my skin. What do they do? And then compare it with another product and look at their top 7 ingredients and then make up your mind. So that's how we decode. So basically, I'll just quick run through. It's a water. Okay, that's fine. The most important ingredient here is a choline, which absorbs all the dirt and the dead cells, gets rid of that, and the excess oil can make the skin a bit dry, and that's why you've got humectants, which is the glycerin and the butylene glycol. And then you've got a couple of cleansing agents, which are the glyceryl stearate and the PEG-100 stearate. These are very soft cleansing agents. They're also emollients, so they give a very soft effect. It's not very harsh on the skin. So those are the top 7 ingredients. If you liked this video and if you found it useful, please give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel at skincabin.com. We make skincare easy. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.